In this video, we're going to sketch intersections of lines and planes. Two or more geometric figures intersect if they have one or more points in common. The intersection of the figures is basically all the points that they have in common. So when you draw two intersecting lines, the only way that two lines are drawn intersecting occurs when those two lines intersect at a point. So the point is what we refer to as the point of intersection. If we sketch a line that intersects a plane, what you want to think of visually is a plane being, let's say, a piece of paper, and through that piece of paper you draw a pencil that intersects that plane. So if I draw the pencil, let's say we're viewing the plane, that piece of paper, it's skewed, meaning that we're looking at it from a side point of view, and we see the top of that red pencil, and through that, after that point, we don't see the portion of the pencil that lies just below the tilted paper, and so we draw that portion in a dotted line to indicate that we don't really see that from our viewpoint, and then the rest of the pencil. For example 6, when we sketch two planes that intersect, one way to do that is to sketch a plane the way that we did in the previous example. And let's say your next plane is a piece of paper that intersects at that dotted line. So let's say if we drew that three-dimensionally, it'll look like a parallelogram above, and then that parallelogram below, what we'll do is draw in dotted lines the part of it that we don't see. So the line of intersection I'll highlight here is all the points that the green paper and the red paper share in common. Of course, we can always draw two planes that intersect and think of it as just a box as well, where that's the top of the box and then the side of the box, the lateral face of the box that's facing me. And this would be the line of intersection. So when two planes intersect, they intersect in a line. So finally, for example 7, we're going to sketch two planes that do not intersect. And the best way to think of it is to sketch a three-dimensional box if you were to do that. Let's say you drew that parallelogram. And let's say we're drawing a cube, so then the side is a square. Let's go ahead and sketch the other side of the right side of the cube. And so two planes that intersect in a dotted line, I'm going to draw the back edge that we don't see of the cube, so the three edges that we don't see. And then I will go ahead and highlight the planes that do not intersect. So the top, if they're parallel, the top and the bottom would never intersect. So those would be two planes that do not intersect.